All right, yogis, are you ready? Here we go. We're at the top of the hour. We'll start a mountain pose. So I invite you to come to a standing position near the top of your mat. We'll begin our practice here. Welcome, everybody. And as always, we like to start with a few deep breaths just to get reacquainted with breath. So a nice full inhale, filling up your lungs, and perhaps an exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Again, a nice full breath in, filling up your entire body, and exhale to completion. Just continue to breathe and move. A little circling of the shoulders, perhaps. Just checking in with your body, noticing how you're feeling today. Working from the top of your body right down to the bottom of your body, right down to your feet. This opportunity to tune in, check in, and let your breathing be your guide as you take this journey inside of self. Perhaps on your next inhale, excuse me, on your next inhale, just feel breath rising to fill your lungs. On your exhale, as you're able, draw your belly button in towards your spine. Just connection to your center body as we engage the abdominal lock, that light contraction of the abdominal muscles. Again, breathing in, feeling the breath rise, filling up your lungs, a nice energetic flow through your system. And the exhale, draw belly in. Just these simple ways to really tune into self. Aware of how you're feeling, aware of how the breath, as it moves through your body, and even the sound of your breath. Let's take 3 more breaths here, preparing your body to move. And as always, move at your own pace. Take your time as you need to, as you move through our sequences today. Certainly modify and rest whenever you need to. When you're ready to move, inhale and extend your arms overhead. Big stretch all the way up. And exhale, fold forward, so a good hinge from your hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to, and just slowly make your way down. You might feel your belly touch your thighs, maybe fingers touch your toes, but you don't have to touch your toes here. Inhale, slide your hands up to your shins or your knees. Only rise up halfway to a flat back like you're a table. On the exhale, either stay here or just slowly slide back down towards toes, knowing you can stop or pause at any point. And wherever you are, just notice how this feels. Just tuning in, again, to your body. The sensations that arise in your body. Maybe a stretch down through the backs of your legs. Maybe a release of any tension down through your back. Maybe some movement here too, some circling of the shoulders backward and forward. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Even a whole sway of your whole upper body. There you go. Let's return to a halfway lift. So inhale, slide your hands back up to shins or knees. Pausing at this halfway point. Flat back like a table. And at this point, just being sure your feet feel solid on the ground, a good balance, softness in the knees, so a slight bend in the knees, and your torso is parallel to the floor. Finishing the standing process, shift your weight back into your heels, bend your knees to lower your hips like you're sitting down, lifting upper body, then inhale, extend your arms out, then up, reach for the sky, another nice stretch. On the exhale, you can bring your palms together and down to your heart, or you can bring your arms down to your side, either one. Just pause, take a breath. It's a slower version of our half salute to the sun. Let's do another flow, same sequence, a little faster. Inhale, reaching out and up, feeling the lengthening through the sides of your body. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips, softness in the knees, guiding your way down partially or all the way. Inhale, slide your hands up the legs, rising up halfway. Exhale, refold, partially down or all the way down. And that same weight shift here into the heels. Bend your knees, lower your hips, lifting upper body. Extend arms out and up. As you inhale, reaching up beyond the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart or arms down to your side. That finishes our half salute to the sun. Hold for a moment. Continue to be in awareness of breath and how you're feeling. Let's just continue to add on to our sequence. At your own pace, inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale, lead with heart, fold forward. Inhale, sliding hands up the legs, rise up halfway. Sometimes I call it monkey pose. On this exhale, let's go all the way down. Bend the knees more so you can reach the ground with your hands. Plant your hands into the earth near the top of your mat. Walk or step or even hop both feet to the back end of your mat. Hips at shoulder level. Let's pause for plank pose. Nice strength in the body. Take a breath in. On your exhale, bend your knees to send your hips up into the air. This first time we take a shortcut from plank to down dog. And you can do this anytime in the practice. This time we just take this shortcut. Make any adjustments with your feet, your hands as you need to help you settle into your pose. If your hands or arms get a little fatigued or tired, you can always come down to your knees, take a break. While you're in downward facing dog, maybe add movement, pedaling the feet, pressing one heel down as the other heel lifts. Alternate so you can feel that stretch, your toes, your calves. Let your knees bend, hips might shift side to side. From here, nice job breathing in, filling up your lungs. Exhale, draw belly in, connection to your core system. Bend your knees, walk, step, or hop. Both feet return to the top of the mat. You'll be in forward fold. Good. Inhale, rise up halfway. Feel the top of your head lead you forward, fully extended spine. Exhale, melt your way back down. Weight shift into the heels, bend your knees. Let's reverse the swan dive, coming all the way back up to standing. Reach up high. Let's keep it moving. On the exhale, take chair pose or a chair-like position. Imagine you're sitting back and down into a seat. You might even feel a weight shift into the heels and your hips. Toes might feel light, so you can actually tap your toes, outstretched arms. Let's breathe in. And exhale, dive out of your seat, back down towards toes, forward fold. Just continue to add on to our sun salute. Inhale, halfway up, monkey pose. Exhale, fold all the way down we go. Hands out in front of you near the top of your mat. Walk, step, or hop, feet to the back end of your mat, plank pose. Here you can take that same shortcut to downward facing dog, or with your exhale, bend elbows, squeeze them in towards your ribs, and lower your way down, finishing the push-up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Find a back bend here. It could be a low cobra or sphinx like this, or even upward facing dog, you choose. Then exhale onto toes, let your hips float into the air. Adjust your feet. You might need to tiptoe forward just a little bit so your hips feel nice and high. You're creating a nice high mountain peak, a nice A-frame in the body. There it is, good. Let's add a lunge. Inhale, extend your right leg up behind you. Let's just reach and hold for a moment, feeling the body get longer as you reach through your foot. Inhale here, and exhale, let's send this right foot to the top of the mat, like you're stepping over something. Land right behind the right hand is good. Turn your left heel to the floor behind you so your whole foot's on the floor, shifting your weight back so you have balance between the feet, torso aligned over your thigh. Reach forward with your extended arms. Inhale, rising here. Exhale, just settle into your warrior one. Let's just change our arm posture for a moment. Just bend your elbows. You have a nice U shape, this goalpost shape. Even pull the arms back a little bit, feeling a stretch perhaps across the chest, some engagement in your back. You can even make this a bit of a back bend, just kind of tipping up a little bit, a little looking up, tip the chin up, heart opens. And we'll inhale, re-extend the arms up, straighten the spine. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor, step back into plank pose, top of the push-up there. Again, the shortcut to down dog is fine, or finish the push-up. You can bring knees to the floor first, then your chest. Find your back bend, low cobra, sphinx, yes, or up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. So you can kind of mix things up as you go through that sequence. Pause if you need to, rest. Other side. Inhale, extend left leg into the air. Reach and hold. Nice extension, getting longer. Hands press more firmly into the mat. Flat palms. Push into the mat. Inhale. Good job. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat or behind the left hand. Once landed, turn right heel to the floor behind you. Put weight into that back foot so you have no weight in your hands. You can easily reach forward. Hinge from hips. Rising up. We'll be in our warrior one. Settle in. Let's change our arm posture again. Bend the elbows. We'll pull them back. Feel what's happening in your upper back body, maybe your shoulders, opening up through the chest. Even if you just tip your gaze up or tip your chin up a little bit, kind of create this little back bend feel. Nice opening of the heart. Let's inhale, re-extend the arms straight up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands to the earth, slide left foot back to meet the other, and then finish the sequence as you'd like. We'll always meet in down dog. Once you're in down dog, step into place, pause for a breath or two. Feel the nice elongation through the torso. And we're going to do a little floor work. So go ahead and kneel down. Sit back into hero, then off to the side to take a seat. Just sit comfortably. You can cross your legs here. You can even sit on a block if you want to. I think I might. We're going to do actually we're doing twisting today. So we're just going to introduce a simple seated twist here. We want to make sure we have a nice long spine, lots of space along the spinal column. Let's place the right hand either to your side or slightly behind you, just pushing into the floor to help assist that extension through the torso so you're sitting up as tall as can be, making up all that space. And inhale like a string was attached to the top of your head, getting longer and taller. Exhale, feel your belly button pull in and feel, you can even use your finger, put your finger here and have your belly button turn. You want to move from this section of your body towards your right knee. Not very far, so just turning until you just naturally stop. Okay? And then you can take that left hand and just place it on your outer right knee or thigh just to hold yourself into place. Okay? We're going to stay here for a moment. With each inhale, still feel like that string attached to your head is drawing you upward, making more space along the spine. When you exhale, you can breathe out through the mouth, draw belly in. Just notice how that feels in the sides of your body or along the sides of your body. Now, you're going to breathe in, get tall. Exhale, imagine your chest now trying to turn to the right. You might even lead with your right shoulder. So just turn a little bit until you naturally stop. And then lastly, inhale, get tall again. Exhale, turn your head to the right until it naturally stops. So we're just creating this nice spiraling effect all the way through the spine, from the lowest area to the highest spot. Breathe in right here. Exhale, draw belly in just to secure your body as you now unwind to face forward. You can just bring your hands over onto your knees or thighs as your whole body on the inside just come back to neutral place. Same thing other side. So left hand behind you perhaps, or somewhere it's easy for you to push down to lift up. Nice tall long torso. Inhale, string attached to head, get tall, making space along the spine. Exhale, draw belly in and returning the belly button. We're leading with the low belly towards the left knee until you naturally stop. You don't have to turn very far. You'll turn. Okay? In the free right hand might just hold on to the knee or thigh over there. Breathing, getting taller still. Exhale, draw belly in. Okay, next turn. Inhale, make space. Exhale, turn chest and left shoulder to the left until you naturally stop. More of that upper body rotation, more in the thoracic spine. Inhale, get tall again. Exhale, turn head towards the left shoulder. So cervical spine. Starting with the lumbar, just really low on the spine and work our way up. Nice spiral. Coming out, let's set it up. Inhale, get tall again. Exhale, pull belly in to support the body, keeping you tall as you now unwind. Okay, just hold here for a moment. Feel your insides kind of come back to a neutral place. If you're sitting on a prop, go ahead and come off the prop. We're just going to make our way into boat pose. I typically start with heels on the floor with active feet, knees bent, holding on to the legs. Again, just lifting yourself up so you don't have a squashed spine, but lifting, make space. Inhale to get that lift. Exhale through the mouth, engaging your core. Choose the resistance that you want. The farther back you go, more tension. You can come up a little higher. Feet can stay on the floor or lift the feet. Knees can stay bent, or you can start to extend the legs. Hands can hold on, or you can free the hands. So lots of variations of the pose. Slight lift of the chin here, nice long neck. So your spine is all in one straight line here. Rather than tipping the chin down, this is what your head will look like, okay? Inhale here. Exhale, cross legs, hands in front or to the side. We're going to get our legs back behind us. Nice strong straight line in plank pose. Soften the knees, send your hips into the air, return to down dog. Just take the shortcut. Adjust the feet, hips nice and high. Next lunge, inhale, extend, right leg up into the air. Let's bend the knee, bring heel down towards backside, a little lift of the knee. You'll start to twist, a little turn towards the right side of the room. Breathe in. Exhale, unwind and step through. Right foot to the top of the mat. Left heel to the floor behind you, shifting the weight back into that foot. Nice long torso, reach forward, rising up. Warrior 1. And this exhale will open to Warrior 2, just turning to your left. Adjusting your feet. Nice strong foundation, yes. Nice tall torso. Outstretched arms, active hands and fingers. Feel like you're trying to reach the walls. Side angle pose. Let's reach forward. Angled upper body. Rotate the arms. Reach down with the right hand, left hand into the air. Now this right hand can touch the floor if you want to, if you're able to, but you don't have to. Your arm can just be braced against the inner right leg. Fingers reaching for the floor, but never needing to touch the floor. Okay, send this left hand overhead, reaching towards the front of the room, getting a nice lengthening sensation down through the left side of your body. Yes. Breathe in. Exhale, let's turn, fold, bring the hands back down to the floor up front. Slide right foot back, plank pose. A brief pause just to realign the body. Take another shortcut to down dog. Feel the re-extension of spine as you move into this upside down posture. Same thing other side. Inhale, extend left leg into the air. Reach. Strong straight line. Open the hip by bending the knee. Heel down. Lifting the knee up. Little twist. Yeah, you'll feel that turn in the body towards the left side of the room. Good job. Breathe in. Exhale. Unwind from that rotation. Step through. Take your time if you need to. No rush. Landing with the left foot up top. Right heel to the earth behind you. Shifting your weight back into that foot. Find that balance. Yes, then free your hands. Reach up. Opening to Warrior 1 and Warrior 2. Good, yeah, make good adjustments with the feet so you feel strong, well balanced, nice strong foundation. Active arms, hands, and fingers. Here comes side angle, yes. Reach out, angled upper body, rotate here. Reach down, reach up, nice opening for the whole front body. Okay. Torso, hips, nice strong legs, especially if you're in a kind of a wider stance. Breathing. Listen, right hand overhead, reaching through your fingertips towards the front of the room to feel that extension and extra length sensation down through the right side of your body. Excellent. Here we go. Breathe in. Nicely done. Exhale, we'll turn and fold. Hands return to the earth. Slide left foot back. There's plank. Pause for realignment. Always okay to take that same shortcut to down dog or complete the full vinyasa, that full flow. Chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. Nice full breath in. Exhale, walk, step, or hop, both feet up to the top of the mat. You'll be in forward fold. Inhale, rising halfway up, flat back. There it is. Exhale, fold. Weight shift into the heels, bend your knees, lower the hips, rise up, reach up, inhale, get tall. And exhale, go ahead and bring your arms down to your side. So finishing that good flow, that seated twist we did earlier. Check in with your body. Very good. Okay. Let's do another twisting pose here. Take your block, place your block between your thighs. So another twist in chair pose, but we're not literally sitting, right? But we use the block to maintain that connection to center by squeezing to our midline, and also helps to keep the hips stable. So because we want the hips to remain square as we rotate. Just watch this for a second, because we want to just turn, and again, you don't have to turn very far. All this stays in alignment. Sometimes, even with or without the block, mostly without the block, we might turn, but everything goes with it. Okay, we turn too much, and we're out of alignment here. So we're trying to avoid that. Okay, so we got the block. Go ahead and inhale, take both arms into the air, good length. Exhale, chair pose, sit back. You don't have to sit too deeply, and then bring hands to your heart. Feel solid, good balance, got a good hold of the block here, adjust it if you need to. Inhale, feel the length of the spine. Exhale, bring belly in, squeeze your block, and here's your rotation to your right. Again, you don't have to turn very far. You don't have to be too low in this pose. Being up high like I am is fine, but if you happen to be low, you might be bending the knees more, sitting back a little deeper. You might be rotating more where your elbow, left elbow, might be over here by right thigh or knee. Let's breathe in. Exhale, unwind. Place your hands on your thighs. Just pause here for a second. Everything's unwinding. Let's stand back up nice and tall. Inhale, reach into the air right away to the other side. Exhale, chair pose. Bring hands to heart. Check in with feet, the block, your hips. Inhale. Long spine. Exhale, pull belly in, squeeze the block. Twist to your left. I imagine a key going into the lock of a door, and you're turning the key. So that key goes straight in and it turns. We don't want to bend the key. Okay, that wouldn't be a good outcome. Okay, that's it. So if you can feel where you are, can you notice that the top of your head is still pointing forward, even though you're twisting, and that's where you want to be for that alignment. Nice job. Breathe in. Exhale, unwind, hands on thighs, pause. Okay, go ahead and grab your block. We're going to remove it and just place it on the floor. Return to a forward fold. Nice release. And let's continue the flow from here. Inhale, monkey pose at halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands to the earth, hop or step back, plank pose. Come down if you'd like to. Chaturanga Dandasana. Modify that or skip it. Moving through this sequence, or we'll meet together in down dog. Once you're in down dog, make your adjustments for the full arrival. We'll keep it moving. Inhale, extend right leg up, bend and twist open. Exhale, unwind, step right foot to the top of the mat, left heel to the earth behind you, find that balance. Reach forward, rise up. Here's warrior one. Exhale, opening, warrior two. Let's pause here. Again, a nice strong foundation. Let's reverse the warrior, flip the right palm up, and reach up into the sky, even slightly behind you. More of that side body stretch. If you need to, because I know I do, left hand on hip just to support the hip. Good lengthening through that side of the body. Big cartwheel or windmill effect out of the pose, around and down to the floor in front. Step back, plank pose, shortcut or some variation of a flow or vinyasa flow to get you to downward facing dog. Pause or rest if you need to. Make your way to down dog. Other side. Inhale, extend left leg into the air, bend and twist. Then unwind, step through, left foot to the top of the mat, right heel to the earth behind you, root, connect and balance, rising high. There it is. Exhale, opening to warrior two. Just the feet. Reverse your warrior, left hand into the sky. Maybe right hand on hip for that added support as needed. Side body stretch, especially if you're reaching towards the back of the room. There it is, good. And here's our cartwheel out of the pose, around and down to the ground. Step back, plank, complete your series. Once in down dog, just a breath or two there. We're going to do another floor exercise. So go ahead and bring knees to the floor. Kind of crawl a little bit over to the right edge of your mat. You're going to sit back, so you should have some space on your left side. Sit off to the left side. Keep that weight over there because you're going to free up this right leg and bring it all the way around. Okay? You're going to step over that knee. Okay? If that doesn't work for your hips, that foot can stay on the inside of the knee. Okay? So we're going towards half Lord of the Fishes. Okay. So that foot, if you're able to get flat on the floor, if it's slightly lifted, that's okay. But you're trying to get that foot flat on the floor, and I'm really leaning to my left, but I want to sit up as tall as I can. My right cheek's off the ground, don't worry. Okay, it's okay if that hip is off the floor. Hold on to your shin here. Again, we don't want to feel slumped in the pose. We want to get nice and tall. So we're going to be twisting. Let's keep the left hand on the shin. Free up the right hand, maybe place it behind you. Again, just assist your torso. Getting tall, long spine. Inhale. Exhale, we're again leading with the belly button. And trying to twist like it's trying to move past this thigh that's in the way. Okay, so belly button leads the twist to the right. Now the left hand is just holding onto the shin. This could be the end of your pose. If you want another variation, maybe extend this left arm. And then wrap it around the knee. Hug the knee, bend the elbow, or just wrap it around the knee. That's one variation. Another variation. And then the half Lord of the Fishes pose that you might see in pictures is this. The elbow is on the outside of this knee here, lifted nice and tall. We've got a twist. You can even free up this right hand if you're able and wrap it around, even wear it like a belt. So this could be your pose, something like this. Two more breaths. Take a third breath. Inhale, try to get as tall as you can in your seat. Exhale, pull belly in to support the body as you unwind. Free the hands, maybe place them behind you so you can lean back, uncross the legs, and just come to a modified boat here. Okay, adjust your seat if you need to, heels on the floor, hold onto your knees, and just sit up, even lean back a little bit. So I'm going to tell you the story of half Lord of the Fishes. How long do we have? All right, once upon a time. So half Lord of the Fishes. So half refers to one side, because we do one side like we did. We're going to do the other side. So that's half. Okay, so we're doing half the pose. Okay, so Lord of the Fishes, who is that? So Shiva is known as the founder of yoga, father of yoga. And so he was excited when he learned about this secret, this wonderful thing that would lead folks to enlightenment, this yoga. And so he shared it with his wife, Parvati. So they went on a boat out onto the lake here, and he's telling her the story of yoga, telling her all the secrets of yoga. Well, meanwhile, there's a fish that's swimming around and is listening to Shiva. And so he's known as the first student of yoga. And Shiva notices the fish, his name is Matsya, and declares him kind of like the sage and not founder, but the first student of yoga. So that's how we get half Lord of the Fishes, Lord of the Fishes. Okay, so we have to do the other side. So let's breathe in. Exhale, cross legs, hands in front or to the side. Let's get the legs back behind us. Plank pose. Let's set the knees down, sit back into hero. So many of our seated postures, okay, are named after sages. Okay, think of them as students who are sitting, listening to the knowledge, listening to the philosophy of yoga. And so half Lord of the Fishes is one of those kind of sage-like positions. Scoot over to your left side here, and then we'll sit off to the right. Free up that left leg and bring it all the way around, stepping over that knee as you're able, or keep it on the inside. Adjust your seat so you're sitting up nice and tall. Again, this left cheek does not have to touch the floor. If it can, that's good, that's fine. Hold onto the shin, we'll get nice and tall here. Let's free up the left hand, bring it around back. Push into the earth to keep that spinal extension. Inhale, the imaginary string drawing us up. Exhale, pull belly button in. Try to pass this left thigh as you twist to the left. Okay. Hand can stay on the shin or extend this arm, wrap and hug the knee. Okay. Or elbow on the outside of the knee, palm in the air like you're waving in the Thanksgiving Day parade. Did anyone watch the parade? Yes? It was raining in New York yesterday. So here's our pose. So that left hand can stay on the floor behind you or wrap it around the body like you're holding onto a belt or you're wearing a belt. 2 more breaths. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, pull belly in, supporting body as you now unwind. Release the hands, hands behind you, lean back. Let's uncross the legs, adjust your seat. Okay, back to our boat pose. You can keep that varied posture or go ahead and take the feet in the air. We won't hold it as long. Continue our flow. We're going to tip the chin up a little bit. Nice long spine. Let's move from here. Breathe in. Exhale, cross legs, hands in front or to the side. Again, getting legs and feet behind us. Strong straight line. Complete your series as you'd like. Chaturanga to up dog if you're going through that vinyasa. Okay, just briefly bring knees to the floor. I'm going to have you set up your block. So let's place the block on your left side, kind of in the middle, something like this. Okay, then come back out to down dog. Once you're in down dog, inhale, extend right leg straight up. We'll keep it straight this time. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. We're going to a high lunge. So left heel stays lifted, but we still need to find balance. So shift your weight back till your hands feel light. You can reach forward with extended arms, rising up right here. Inhale and exhale. Let's do the bending of the elbows again. Draw the arms back, open chest, active back, little back bend effect by tipping the chin up or taking your gaze upward. From here, we're going to rise up, reach up to straighten the arms and the legs, so especially that front leg. Pivot left heel to the floor. You'll turn sideways towards the windows. Arms come down to parallel. Stay here because you're going to turn your right foot also to face the windows or the same direction as your left foot. Adjust your feet underneath you so they're nicely aligned. So you create a nice little star shape with your body. Inhale, reach out, get tall. Exhale, pull belly button in, bend your knees, and then fold. Bending the knees just protects your back. Hands can come to the block or the ground, either one right now, for a nice wide leg forward fold. Inhale, rise up to your fingertips to extend the spine. Here's where you might want to use the block. Turn it to any height, just so you maybe feel the torso, it's parallel to the floor. Parallel to the floor. Nicely extended. So left hand is on your block. Right arm extends out to the right side like an airplane wing, or more towards the front of the room here, towards me. Inhale, get the length of the arm, length of the torso. Exhale, turn in the same direction as your right arm. So we just made a little twist here. Okay. You might even take this block, step it once over towards right foot, and see if that helps you to rotate a little bit more. So we have a nice long spine with the assist of the block lifting us to help extend spine and rotating on this axis. Kind of soften the body a little bit because we're going to turn towards the front of the room, turn this right foot towards the front of the room, bend the right knee. You're kind of set up for a warrior one. Grab that block, just place it on the other side of you. Since we're set up for a warrior one, take warrior one. So rise, warrior one. Got it? Yes. Reaching up. And exhale, fold. Hands to the floor. We'll step back, plank pose. Complete the series. Other side when you're ready. Inhale, extend left leg into the air. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat, high lunge setup. Right heel stays lifted, all 10 toes pointing forward. Shifting weight to find that balance. Hinge from hips, rising high. We'll hold. We'll take our little back bend action here. Bending the elbows, pull back. Opened heart, engaged back, tip chin up. And inhale to extend arms, torso, and legs. Pivot right heel to the floor, turn sideways, arms to parallel. Hold. Turn your left foot, same direction as the right foot. Adjust the feet. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, draw belly in, bend your knees, and then fold. Fingertips to the floor or block. We're going to inhale, rising like you're doing monkey pose. Use the block. So right hand will stay on the block. Free up the left arm to extend it towards the front of the room here. Inhale to get longer. Exhale, rotate this direction. Stay here if this feels fine, or step that block towards left foot a little bit, just to help support the body if you decide to rotate a bit more. Good. Yes. I love the shape of this, because you've lifted up, your torso is parallel to the floor, and you're rotating on this axis. Notice where you feel this. You're going to inhale. Stay here on the exhale, but just kind of soften so you can easily turn to the front of the room, turn this left foot forward. Your feet will kind of be in a warrior one setup. Leave the block there or just get it out of the way. And then rise to a warrior one. Inhale. And exhale, hinge and fold. Hands return to the earth. Slide left foot back, plank pose. Finishing your sequence. Meeting a downward facing dog. Pause for a moment, make any adjustments. We're going to return to standing. Full breath in. Exhale, bend knees, walk, step, or hop. Both feet up to the top of the mat. You'll be in forward fold. Inhale, long spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Weight shift into the heels, bend your knees. Let's reverse the swan dive. Come all the way up, big stretch. And exhale, arms return to your side. Good, shake things out, check in. All righty. Now, let me just show you this. We might want to use the block for this. I'm going to place my block up on the left side. Just watch me here, because I'm going to, did I put it on the right side? So we're going to come to a chair pose with a twist again, twisting to the right, okay? Imagining the block is there, okay? But making sure hips are square, you haven't shifted too much. Little twist, but since we're twisting to the right, you're going to shift your weight into this right foot, tap this left foot back. My weight is still forward, this isn't balanced. But once I got my foot back enough, shift back, so you're more balanced here. Then extend the arms. You can bring in that block if you need it, okay? And then rotate here. Okay? We're going to keep this twist facing the right side and rise up to what I call a twisted warrior two. Okay, here. We're going to unwind. I'm going to drop this right arm, lift this left arm, unwind, plant that back heel, warrior two, reverse it. Windmill, one more thing here. I'm going to step back into a down dog and take left hand and reach to the outside of my right leg and twist. I'll guide you through this. Okay? So kind of an upside down chair pose twist in a way. Okay? All right, so if you want to use a block, just keep it on your left side if you need it. We'll come to mountain pose. I'll walk you through this new sequence. Starting in mountain. Inhale, extend your arms into the sky. Exhale, chair pose. Bring hands to heart center. Sitting back, hips and heels. Toes lifted. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, draw belly in. Squeeze the imaginary block and twist to your right. There we go. Getting that nice rotation. There you go. Good awareness. Now, since you're twisting to the right, shift your weight into right foot. Stay twisted so you can pick up the left foot, start tapping it back behind you. Okay? And then when you got it back there, shift your weight back into those toes so you're a little bit more balanced, yes, between the feet. Extend your arms floor to ceiling. Left hand might reach the floor, or if your block is handy, get that block, and then rotate. There you go. Yeah, so that gives you a nice lift and some support so you can rotate. All right, from here, you're facing that wall. You're going to continue facing that wall and lift up to Twisted Warrior 2. Yeah, it's more balanced, but you're in this rotation. Okay. Perfect. Good job. Okay. Unwind. Drop the right hand, lift the left hand into the air. Unwind to face the windows. Left heel to the floor. Warrior 2. Adjust your feet if you need to, and then reverse your warrior. Right hand reaching into the sky. Big stretch. Big cartwheel out of the pose. Hands to the floor. Now just step right back into down dog. Right foot back, hips in the air. Now if you need to, tiptoe both feet forward a tiny bit. That way you have more or less space between the feet and hands. Put weight into your right hand so you can slide this left hand back to reach the outside of your right leg as low as you can reach. It might be your knee, might be your calf, it could even be your ankle or heel. Hips are lifting high and you're twisting towards the hallway. Yes. There you go. Good upper body strength. Just bring that left hand back out in front, back to a down dog. Re-extend right leg into the air. Bend and twist. One more twist here. Right knee underneath you towards your left elbow. You don't have to touch the elbow. We're just taking it that direction. Right back up into the sky. Right leg. Then right foot to the top of the mat. Just stay here in this runner's lunge. Maybe hands out in front of you for support because you're going to step the left foot forward into a forward fold. Monkey pose. Exhale, fold. Weight shifting to the heels, bend your knees. Inhale, rising high. Right away, other side. Exhale, take chair pose. Hands to heart. Good. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, squeeze belly in, squeeze the imaginary block, and twist to your left. There it is. Good alignment. Rotating upper body. Shifting weight now into left foot. So you can pick up the right foot and start tapping it back. Now the weight's going to be in this left foot still until you get that right foot back behind you. Then shift the weight back so there's an even distribution of weight between the feet. Once you've got it, extend your arms. Right hand to the floor, or you might need to bring that block in. Go get it. And then left arm into the air for the rotation. Good. Now we need that balance. Yes, we might be relying on the block, but we got to get the weight off that block. So we can rise up still facing the windows or left side of the room for Twisted Warrior 2. And even though you're in this twist and the legs are separated, squeeze the inner knees or inner thighs towards each other or towards center, like you're still squeezing a block. Yes. Now we'll unwind out of the pose. Okay, facing the hallway. Right heel to the floor. Balanced. Outstretched arms as our Warrior 2, and then reverse your warrior. Left hand up. Nice side body stretch. Cartwheel out of the pose. Hands to the floor. Step back into down dog. Hands down. Left foot back. Hips in the air. Now if your feet and hands are just too far apart from each other, just tiptoe forward a little bit. Put weight into the left hand so we can slide the right hand back to find the outside of the left leg. As low as you can reach. Make sure the hips feel high up, long torso, and you're twisting. There we go. Let's place that hand back down on the floor. Left leg into the air, straight line. Left foot to the top of the mat. Stay here in runner's lunge. Step forward to forward fold. Okay, just finishing the sequence. Monkey pose. Exhale, fold. Hands to the floor. Hopper step back, plank pose. Come down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take a little pause here, bring knees to the floor, sitting back into child's pose. Good, just taking a moment, finding breath, extending the arms out front, perhaps feeling a lengthening down through the sides of the body, along the spine. And then you can relax the arms and shoulders by bringing your arms or reaching behind you towards your feet or ankles with your hands. And just relax the shoulders there. That means your head will probably, be on the floor, or bring in your block to rest your forehead. Very good. 3 more breaths. After your 3rd breath, taking your time, just going to rise back up to hands and knees. We have 1 more twist to do. There's lots of twisting postures available to us, and we will do all of them. Let's just do a spinal twist here. So come to hands and knees and just follow me. We're going to step the left hand forward like you were crawling forward just a little bit, and then off to the left side near the edge of the mat. And then turn that left palm inward like you're turning the hands on a clock, really. The middle finger will move from the 12 maybe to the 1 on the clock. Put weight into that left hand. Free up the right arm and extend the right arm out to the side. Inhale. Threading the needle. Exhale. I said spinal twist, but this is thread the needle. Okay, we're going to thread the needle so the right arm comes underneath or behind that left arm. Bending that left elbow is going to be at about 90 degrees. That's going to help us get out of the pose. So as you're able, bring that whole right shoulder or arm to the floor if you're able. Active hips here too. Feel the hips kind of lift and feel like they're being drawn back. If you can free the left arm, maybe bring it behind you, wrapping it around like a belt, like we've done with the other poses. There is going to be pressure on that right shoulder on the floor. Get a nice twist in the spine. 1 more breath. We're going to use that left hand to get us out of the pose. So plant that left hand into the earth, nice right angle with that arm, so you can easily use that as leverage to lift out of that pose, unwind, re-extend the right arm out to the side perhaps, opening up, right hand to the floor. Getting the hands in place, we'll set up the other side. Same thing, so maybe stepping right hand forward slightly, to the right side a bit, turn that right palm in, middle finger pointing towards the 11 on a clock. Weight in that right hand as you extend the left arm out to the side. Inhale, exhale, let's thread the needle. As you're able, shoulder comes to the floor, but if it doesn't make it to the floor, just bring the elbow or forearm to the floor because you're still in the twist. Right hand can stay where it is, or if you've got the balance, bring the right hand around behind you, wrapping it around the waist. Remember, hips are slightly active here, kind of lifting up and being drawn back. We're really just trying to maintain space along the spine because we are in this twist. Just like every other twist we've created, we wanted space. So the vertebrae don't get locked up or getting the kinks in the chain there. 1 more breath. Use your right hand as a way to get up and out of the pose, lifting, unwinding. Left arm extends out to the left side, perhaps reopening, and palm on the floor. While you're here, maybe a few breaths, cat and cow. We've got those rotations. Let's get the spine moving in these directions now. Finishing the breath that you're on, completing one more. And when you're complete, just pause, then sit back briefly in hero, off to the side. Let the hips, legs swing out to the front. Sit in the center of your mat, so you have space behind you, so you can roll down onto your back. Just draw knees in, maybe a little bit more back relief with some movements. We'll take a brief bridge pose. So plant the feet into the earth. Breathe in, filling up your lungs. Exhale. And then peel away from the ground, lifting hips into the air. Now you can certainly modify this if your block is handy. Get the block, slide it underneath you. You can just sit on the block for a more supported bridge pose. Or use your hands. You can sit in your hands or just continue lifting. Feeling the activation of the body in this posture. Even elbows can be bent, arms can be bent, elbows pushing into the floor. Just to help lift and open the chest a bit more. Feeling the activation. So you might feel this in your thighs, hips around the belt line, belly and chest, even underneath you, hamstrings, glutes, and your back. One more breath. Soften, maybe wiggle the toes forward a little bit. Extend your arms straight up into the air, and then roll your way down. A stretch here by extending the arms behind you. Extend your legs out in front of you. Good length, more space creation for one last twist. Now we'll do our spinal twist. Draw both knees into chest. Let's start by taking both knees over to the left side, while your right arm extends to the right side. Now you can certainly modify this or choose a different rotation that feels better for your body at this moment. The very first official twist we did in our practice, we were sitting, had you rotate, kind of spiraling upward. We started with the low belly, and then the mid back, and then upper back, or in the neck area. You can kind of do the same thing here. If you're looking straight up, if you want to get more of the cervical spine involved, you might turn your head towards your right hand, away from the knees. 2 more breaths. After the second breath, carefully and slowly unwind. Coming back up to center. Even hold for a moment to realign the spine. And take your time for the other side. Knees to the right. Left arm to the left. Just get settled in at some point in the practice or on this twist. Either keeping your gaze upward just keeps the neck neutral, or carefully just start turning head towards left hand or away from the knees. Two more breaths. Or stay here longer if you need more time on this side. When you're complete, just come back up to center. Perhaps another hug. And feel free to move into Shavasana or any other restorative pose. something that's relaxing. Where you can disengage your body, letting go. So in our twisting practice, a nice healing and cleansing effect. Twisting also good for digestion. Stay right where you are. And while in stillness, return to the awareness of your breath. Simply be aware of your breathing, just as you were paying attention to breath at the beginning of your practice, using it as a way to tune in, to assess how you are feeling, to guide you through your practice. Of course, our practice involves lots of rotations, twists, healing, cleansing from within. Notice how you feel now. And take 5 slow, deep breaths. Continuing this cleansing effort, this reliable resource we have in the breath. A source of prana, this life force, life energy. And let it flow through your entire body, and perhaps into these newly opened spaces you've created due to your twisting practice. Feel movement return to your body. If you finish those 5 breaths, just take another 5 breaths. When you feel ready to move, take your time. Slowly roll to one side of your body. Briefly here in this nurturing pose. Continue to move in slow motion and guide your way up to seated. Become that wise student, a student of yoga. Take what you've learned today. One last movement together. We'll inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale, bring your palms together and down to your heart. Take one more full and complete breath in and out on your own. As we come to the close of our practice together, we bow, saying, Namaste.
Thank you so much for watching and participating in this yoga lesson. To help us with the channel so we can continue to bring you more content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's really appreciated. Namaste.